you're in for another treat. We're going to create this Peace on Earth card. I love this Kintsugi Inspirations paper. It's just so gorgeous. And I think you're going to love it too. It's from our annual catalog. There's a whole suite of products around this paper. And just the cracks and the imperfections make it just perfect, right? So if you like this paper, you can get it as part of, you can get it individually, or you can get the Kintsugi Inspiration Suite Collection by Stampin' Up. So we are going to use the piece that has the gold foiling and the flowers. We're going to do some inking up with the petal pink. It's an easy card. We're going to ink up the dove, and that will complete our card club for the month of November. So thanks for joining me. Say hello. I'll show you the other card club cards that we're going to make soon, and I will also write the measurements down for you. And I will show you what's in the upcoming bingo that I'm having December 12th. Here's the QR code to sign up. Now, this bingo is also featuring this wonderful stamp set. So it's a great investment. Not only did we create 4 cards, there are 4 separate tutorials on YouTube this month for this Peace on Earth set, but I'm also going to have that private event on Zoom where you can win bundles, have fun with friends, meet friends. Some friends have met that are local. They met on my Zoom, which is like really makes me happy. I mean, they ended up meeting on Zoom and finding out they live near each other. Now they get together. So I love having Zoom events, especially around the holiday season. All right, so what do we need? What do we need? The paper. Okay, here we go. Just focus, Kim, focus. My name's Kim. Okay, by the way, focus. We need this paper. And I think, okay, another piece that's petal pink. Now, this is the beautiful paper. And there's dies to cut out these shapes. So we just need, I'm just going to show you it to you as I get it out. We need this little piece here, this petal pink piece. I know it's a shame, right, that we're going to take the foiled side and put it face down. Yikes. But can't have all foiled, right? Got to have some layering going on with the cards. And then we're going to use this piece. We're going to use a piece of the gold foil. Like so. So let me go ahead and do that for you. Let me go ahead and put this. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the layers 5 1/4 by 4. That's the first layer. What happened to my trimmer blade? Did it get stuck? What happened? Sorry, I'm talking to myself. It just didn't go all the way through. Okay, it's good now. And then by 4. Okay, so 5 1/4 by 4. That would be layer 1. The next layer is just going to be a 1/4 inch smaller than this layer. So what we're going to be doing is putting this on the Misty Moonlight background, which is here. Oh, good. I have a piece of paper I can write. I'm talking to myself. Okay, we're going to get in. Look at all this stuff I have stuck together on my table. This is just one day. This is what happens. All right. Here we go. We're going to open up this bag here. And we're going to take out. Oh, wait. This is the other bag. This is the bag we used with the Peace on Earth paper. We need the other bag. The one that has. Here we go. This one, the Misty Moonlight bag. We take out the Misty Moonlight card. We'll talk about the measurements of this card in a moment. I just wanted to show you that layer 1 and how well it fits on there. I like 1/4 inch margins. If you guys are into 1/8 inch margins, you know, let me know, because I don't know many that are, but some of you guys like the 1/8 inch margins. I find that if you're going to do an 1/8 inch margin, by the way, just make sure you know which way the paper's facing. So because I want the flowers to be in the horizontal direction, I'm going to go ahead and cut the 4 inch side first. We're going to cut this side. Anywho, I like the 1/4 inch because it's like more forgiving. You don't have to center it as accurately. But if you do like the 1/8 inch margin, I recommend glue, liquid glue, so that you can arrange them perfectly. All right, so that's going to be 5 by 3 3/4. That's this next layer. And it's going to go like this, and it's, oops, I must not have done 3 3/4. Yep, I said it, but didn't do it. Okay, 3 3/4. Perfect. And then the little piece of foil. I'll go ahead and use this piece of foil. I'm going to go ahead and use this piece because it's a little bent on the one corner, but we're going to cut that part off. So there we go. So 1 inch foil, 1 inch piece of foil. And we're going to do some ribbon with this as well. All right, so let's go ahead and start adhering that. I pulled out, because I ran out of Seal Plus, I pulled out one of my tear and tapes. So that's what we're going to be using for this. Tear and tape is good, or you can use liquid glue or Seal Plus. Now, I'm not even that into petal pink, but I think it really works well with these, with this color combination. I mean, I'm into other pinks, like, I mean, I'm liking the flirty flamingo kind of pink, or like a bright pink. Like, that's my, even like, just different things like melon mambo or something like that. It's not that I don't like pinks, I just don't like these really subtle ones. But I do like the way that this combines with other things. Alrighty. We're going. All right. We're going. We got it all off. Tuck this in on the side. Oops, there's a little bit of lump. A lump there. All right. Let's go. This paper doesn't matter underneath here. Okay, so this one doesn't. Like the pink one doesn't matter which direction it goes in, is what I'm trying to say. This blue one kind of matters, but the flowers kind of look like they're facing up, but it's sort of abstract, so it shouldn't matter too much. Now, don't do what I did before. Remember how I didn't do the ribbon first? Make sure you put the ribbon on first. We're going to make sure we do that this time. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put the gold on, and then we're going to put the ribbon on. And I guess I'll stop and take a little break and show you what's in the kit before, so you can see what comes in your kit before we do our stamping. It's going to be an easy card. I have an auction tonight. I decided to do my pop-up auction. If Pam is here, you're bad. You're bad. And all my friends, you guys are bad influence on me. Just want to let you all know. Bad influence. I went on Whatnot today. My friend Pam was having a show. And now I'm like, I spent enough money that now I need to have a show. We buy and sell crafts, all of us. We buy crafts from each other. We sell crafts. Sometimes it just like goes in one thing and out the other. It's very funny. But anyway, we have a good old time. We had a good old time buying craft supplies today. But I'm going to be doing it tonight, selling some of my retired Stampin' Up! Supplies. All right, where was I? Oh, I was looking for, this is what I was looking for. I'm fumbling around. I'm looking for just the ledge. I like to use the ledge to when I'm doing this foil. All right, so you put the piece of paper down like so. And then you butt this up against the edge. This part I'm cutting off, the little bent part. So I'm putting the foil on like so. I like doing this. It's kind of my signature thing. I always like putting stuff along the center of my cards. I just like that extra layer. It's just my thing I do all the time. I don't know. You can kind of look at a card between my friends and I and see who made what based on the style of things that they do all the time. This is one thing I do almost all the time. So we're going to cut off the edge like that. Now we're going to take, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these little things. We're just going to take a piece of ribbon from our ribbon pack. And we're going to use the white one. You have Misty Moonlight and white in your ribbon pack. And I'll show you that in a little bit, what comes in your kit. This kit, we're done with this kit for this month. However, those that get, there's some of my team members that get a special prize from me. They're going to be able to get like any of my leftover kits and stuff. So they're reserved for my star team members. But if you do subscribe to my card club, you're going to be getting the December kit. Okay, we're taking a piece of the white ribbon. And the December kit is going to feature labels. Hold on, let me think of it. It's the one that comes with this. It's the new product that came out that coordinates with this punch. And because the cases are so small, I have to find it now. The case is like so small. It's not in a regular case. I kind of lost the case. I didn't really totally lose it, but it's on my table. It's not in a regular case anymore, the stamps. The stamps are now in like these plastic envelopes. So now I got like, what did I do with that? And I forget what it's called, actually, the stamps that we're using. But you guys might know. If you guys remember it, write it in the chat. What is the stamp? It's something to do with labels or banners or something. It's something to do with banners or labels. And it comes in like a case that looks like this now, the stamps. So it just kind of gets lost on my table. But I'll find it. But anyway, it's next month's card club. It's a new stamp set. And it's pretty cool because it has small little banners. And I've been stamping with them. I mean, here's some of the stamps I've been using. They're real small, but we're gonna focus on the paper. We're gonna use this really cool paper. We're gonna start working with some spring stuff. And we're gonna use some plaids and some storybook paper, and we're going to make cards that are good for year-round cards, but with a sort of a spring flair to them. That way, it's December. We're no more holiday cards because we're going to be doing the card club in the middle of December, right? So no more holiday cards, but we're going to have these cute little spring cards. And I think you're really going to like this kit. Lots of blue, always lots of blue. I may even whip out the boho blue, which is a recently retired color for you guys because it goes so well with that suite. I try to put at least one blue cardstock in every kit. And you get designer series paper as well. So what I'm going to do is I put the tear and tape there, but I'm also going to put, just for good measure, a little piece of the ribbon. I like to tuck the ribbon around the back. That way it doesn't fray. Oops. Let's make sure that it doesn't buckle up either. You don't want ribbon to fray along the edges by just kind of putting it, out to the edges of your card. So if you roll it around the back of your card, yes, it makes your card a little lumpier, but it never frays and then just looks more professional, I think. But of course, card making is subjective like everything else. And now we're going to put that on the card base. Like so. All right, I never put the insides in. It takes me sometimes so long to put the insides in. If you like, you can stamp your insides, right? Stamp your insides. Stamp your insides out, right? When stamp the inside of your cards and put those white pieces that I give you and, the card inserts and stamp the inside. But let's make the outside look really pretty, shall we? I am going to get the correct die. So these are dies. Now, when you get this piece full, hold on. All right, here we go. Piece on Earth. When you get the piece on Earth, I think it's still available. Maybe not, but the dies, you can get the dies in the bundle. Or this is where the dies came from, the piece on Earth bundle. Okay, let's put it that way. You were given the dies as part of your card club. So let me just get them, and then I'm going to show you something. If not, I'll take them out of my card club kit. You have to double check that it's the right one. Okay, so that's the right one. It's real big. And we want a big dove. You have a couple extra pieces in here. Yeah, you're going to be able to make 8 cards with your card club kits. And then every 6 months, you get a really cool swag bag, which is always a bonus. Okay, I always like to try to make a couple of these just in case. Even if I'm not making them right now, I just like to have a lot of extra bits stamped. Alrighty. All right, so we're stopping to look at what's in the card club kit. Now, there is going to be a Black Friday special, 1 week only. The only time I've had the card club for 30 months, okay, 2.5 years. The only time I've put this on sale. I've never raised the prices, okay, even though my prices have gone up on shipping, on Stampin' Up cardstock. I mean, pretty much everything. Everything has gone up for me. The fees I pay to the people who take the things. Okay, but once a year I offer a sale to you anyway, and I have not raised the price of my card club. So what I do to try to not eat the extra cost, I try to still be a good businesswoman, I'm trying to not go broke, is I do this thing where I do an annual card club subscription. And if you get the subscription this time before Black Friday, you will only pay $37 a month instead of $39 a month. So that's the first perk. You're also going to get a take your pick tool. Okay, that's a really cool little tool that I'll show you in a minute. It's one of these tools. You're going to get one of these. You're going to get a free bingo kit, a $39 bingo kit, which to join my Zoom event. You're going to get a $49 workshop kit, and you're going to save the 2 months, the $2 a month. So you're going to get $140 this year in perks. All right, so this is a card club kit. The card club kit. All right, you're going to show you. This month you have the ribbon. Of course, next month it'll be different. You got the 2 rolls of ribbon. this month, in the month of November, you got a bag of treats. This is also a bag of treats that will come with bingo. Similar bag of treats. You got card stock enough to make 8 cards. So these 2 colors, the Misty Moonlight, the die cut shapes, and the petal pink, they go with, and the envelopes, you get card inserts, basic white card inserts. They go with this paper, the Peaceful Guardian paper. You get 12 sheets of Peaceful Guardian paper and some specialty glimmer paper. This came out of a 12 by 12 package. So you're getting a quarter package of this paper and your 4 card bases, and you're getting a quarter pack of the specialty paper, Kintsugi Inspirations, with some gold foil. Oh, I just love this paper. And then you're going to get 4 more card bases with 4 more die cut shapes, envelopes, inserts. Now you always get extra little perks. So this perk was the ribbon, and then you get the embellishments, extra little things like embellishments and ribbon samples. That's your embellishments you got with this month's card club kit, made with love. And then your bingo card, you get 1 free bingo card. Even if you sign up for bingo, it doesn't matter if you signed up for bingo. You still, as a card club member, the perk is the month we're having a bingo or the month before, you get a free bingo and 1 free entry. So it's a perk. So that's your bingo card. All right, so that's your card club kit. And now I will show you a bingo kit. Oh, I'll show you a bingo kit later. Let's show you a bingo kit later. Let's do some stamping. But anyway, the annual subscription is just, you go to the link to my website, thepaperchef.com, and you can find out how to subscribe to the annual. All right, and I just mentioned all the perks. But we'll send out an email too, so get on that mailing list of mine to find out about all my perks. Because I'll probably put it on the website, but I'm most likely going to just put it in the newsletter because I don't want it to accidentally be on the website. I don't update the website as much as my newsletters. And then all of a sudden it might be like, oops, forgot to take it off my website. So I'm going to probably put it in my newsletter. Okay, so, but it'll be in writing. And I just said it on my video. So you have proof of all those perks. Okay. This is petal pink. I'm putting some on the stamping block. It's just that when you have something on a website, and if you don't get to it right away, you have to honor whatever it is that you wrote there. So if you don't update something all the time, be careful what you put in writing, because sometimes someone's like, "Oh, I bought this for $2." I'm like, "Oh crap, that's not." I'm sorry, I shouldn't say crap, but "Oh, that's not $2 anymore. That's $4, whatever." I mean, that's just an example. I forgot to change the price. It's not their fault. They get the price you had posted, right? Even if it was your mistake. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm getting the first blob of ink off of the edge of the die cut shape, and I'm just rubbing it on the edge of the die. Oh, that's nice. We're putting some petal pink on the edge. And you do all that before you stamp, okay? Before you stamp your sentiment, because you could smear your sentiment. And I mean, even yesterday, I smeared my hands all over even though I did 2 of these dies, right after I stamped, I got ink all over something and I messed up one of my samples. That came out nice. Now, to test that you have a good coverage on both sides and that it's even, just flip your card over and look at it. And it looks pretty good. It looks like it could have a little more on that one edge. But it just give it some contrast there so you could see. So a little bit more on that edge. All right, I'm good. We're going to take a little bit and put it on the dove. Not much, because these are white doves, but it just kind of gives it that little extra professionalism when you kind of put a little bit of ink on the edges of them to match your die. Okay. So it's still pure white dove, but it just has a little tinge of pink on it. We'll do this dove as well. Okay, nice. And then we're going to do this die. I shouldn't have to ink up my stamping block anymore. It should do it. Nice. So this is our larger blending brush. We sell smaller blending brushes as well. Nice. All right, so there we go. Now we're going to close that and get out the Secret C. Secret C is a great color. It's great substitute for black. Now, this is a coordinating color for our projects this month anyway, because we're doing blues. But if you didn't, even if it wasn't, and you had to use black, you can just always substitute Secret C. We want the peace on earth, goodwill toward men, and all that jazz. Hopefully I washed it and brought it back to my stamp set. Yes, I did, because I was using it. It's like, please let me have put it back in the stamp set so I'm not sitting there looking for it. We need a stamping block. We will use stamping block E just to be, it's a real big one, and you can use smaller one. Okay, now let's take this. Okay, it's a clear mount stamp, so we're just going to mount it like so. Tap, 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 and stick it on the sticky note. Always stick it first. Oh, that came out nice already. But it's always good to test your stamp a couple times, especially when you first buy it. It gets all, it's like silicone from the mold or something. It just kind of smears a little when you first get it out of the case. So you want to always do a test stamp. Okay, I'm good enough. It's good enough, right? Good enough. I'm going to put the piece on earth here. Hold it for a few seconds. Oh, yeah. And then, of course, I got it on me. So that's what happened yesterday. I got it on me. And then it ended up on my die shape. So hopefully we can do 2 of these without messing up. I like to have extras because I do a lot of mass production. Nice, nice. Oh, we're happy because I'm happy. All right, good, good, good. Now we're going to get a baby wipe for a second because this is, don't want this to get all over the place. Baby wipe. Baby wipe, my baby wipe. All right. We are good, we're good. Now we're going to put some dimensionals on the back of these things. So get out the dimensionals. Boy, do I have a lot of hitchhikers today. Why is everything want to hitchhike with me? Everything, look at this. Stuff is just all over the place today. This is what happens when you never really clean off your table fully. You start cleaning off your table, you get ready for the next project, and then all of a sudden, there's just stuff piled on top of other stuff, and everything starts sticking together. Actually, I should have put these. Let's try to get some of these that are not on the ribbon, right? I'm gonna put like 6 of them, but not on the ribbon. Not on the foil part, because it's hard to stick dimensionals to ribbon. Foil, dimensionals stick well to foil, but not to ribbon. Come on now. Come on now. Okay, anyone planning on coming to my late night auction tonight? Use this QR code if you do. This is my QR code. And you'll get $15 toward credit, toward your next purchase. And full disclosure, when you get your $15, I get $5 credit. What do? I buy more craft supplies. Okay, so, and then you're going to see them at one of my sales in the future. Just kidding. Well, no, not just kidding. Kidding, not kidding. I buy more craft supplies, and the vicious cycle continues. We all have fun now. And I usually am on every Friday at 3 p.m. I'll be on for Black Friday, but I won't be on, I'll be on not just that time, I'm saying. I'm going to be on late night the night before and late night on that Friday. I'm going to have 3 Black Friday sales. So if you join now, whether you come on tonight after this video or you come on next Black Friday, that will be the next time I'm on. Unless I decide in the middle of the week to do a pop-up sale, which I doubt because I'm just going to be getting ready for Black Friday all week long, getting my inventory ready. Then you will get some good deals. And you can use your coupon on Black Friday too. You don't have to use it tonight. So let's put this piece on earth on here. Center that. Okay. I'm just trying to center that little circle so it sort of goes with that. Okay, now we're going to put the little dove. See, what was nice about inking up the dove is when you put it over this, there's a lot of contrast. If you didn't, there might not be as much contrast and it won't be as elegant looking. And of course, some Wink of Stella is always nice, some little glitter pen. All right. So I'm going to show you the other cards we made and the bingo kit as well. Oops, let's get that all to fit on there. The other cards we made this month in Card Club, because this is the conclusion of Card Club. We're going to write down the measurements for you first. So that's what's coming up next. I will talk about, just real quick, the rest of my Black Friday sales. Then I'm going to show you the rest of the Card Club. Then I'm going to show you the bingo kit. And we'll give you that QR code again. Okay, so this coming Friday, not only am I going on tonight right after this video, to do a little pop-up sale on Whatnot. But I will be on Good Friday. I'm going to start Thursday night. Thanksgiving night. Okay, my mom and I are going to eat some turkey, in the mid-afternoon. Then I'm going to be maybe taking a nap. But 11 p.m. Eastern time, I'm going to start. 11 to 11:30ish. I'm going to go to around 2 a.m. because that's when a sale starts for Whatnot is giving sellers a special with no commission. So we're going to save our 8% commission that day. So, of course, I'm going to take advantage of that and do lots of sales. Then that sale will be over. The shipping will be closed out. You only have to pay $9.21 max shipping, which is awesome for us. It's awesome for sellers. It's awesome for buyers. Everybody gets the best shipping rates anywhere on the internet that I've ever seen. Okay, now, the next day I'm going to be on at 3, the normal time. I'm going to be on at 3 p.m. like I always am on Whatnot. That's my next auction. So I'll be gathering, after doing my turkey the night before, and I get up the next morning, right? Had my turkey, did my first sale. Do some packing that day, maybe go to the post office, get some packages out. New shipping, new sale, 3 to 6 p.m. Okay? My friend Pam is going to be on before this, and she's going to raid me with her group of crafters. Then I'm going to get on again at 10 p.m. and go no later than 1 because at that point my sale will be over. I'm going to go on until people are still shopping probably, but at least until after midnight. Okay, so those are my 3 Black Friday sales. And I don't mean on YouTube. I'm talking about on this platform, Whatnot. So if you're not on this platform, you miss out on all this really cool, sales. I do retired stamp sets for $6. I do bundles of punches and dies for $20. I do designer series paper for $8. That's what I sell. That's what my starting bid is. Ribbons and all kinds of embellishments. I usually start at $2 or $3. I have lots of little paper packages and random crafty goodness for $2. Stampin' Up retired markers. Lots of stuff, okay? So anyway, now let's get back to the card club and let's get back to some measurements. Oh, I know, right? Oh, you can't stamp us late? Okay, so you won't be at the sale this time, but maybe next Friday, Karen. Karen, thank you so much for figuring out my PayPal, which I want to talk about. Okay, let's talk about bingo as I'm writing measurements. Karen was so great. Everybody kept telling me they're trying to register for bingo. And everyone kept saying the PayPal wasn't working. And I thought something was wrong with my website. But it was Karen who gave me the exact error message that said the country was missing. What in the heck? All of my events are for U.S. only. But from now on, they're making me put the country, or they're making you, the customer, put the country code in some form. So thank you for telling me what was wrong with my form. Once I added that country code field and it's defaulted to the U.S. So you really don't have to do anything except that you just have to make sure that that button was on my form. So thank you so much for telling me why it wasn't working. Everybody just kept telling me it wasn't working, but no one told me why it wasn't working. You're the only one that gave me the actual error message so I could actually fix it. So now my bingo registration is up and running again with PayPal. So you can use PayPal to pay. So sell some craft supplies, use the craft supplies to come to my bingo. That's how these things work. All right, we're going to do Misty. This card is called Misty Moonlight. This is the card base. And we're going to take the card base and we're going to make a horizontal card base. And when you cut this card base, it's going to be 8.5 by 5.5. And you're going to score the card base at 4.25. This is very common. We always do this whenever we're making a horizontal card. So there you go. That's your horizontal card. In other words, 8.5 by 5.5, score it at 4.25. Okay, every one of my card tutorials needs to be independent, so I know it's so much of it's a review for you, but I like every tutorial to have its own little measurements. This is 2025, November, card on Blue Card Club. All right, layer 1 is going to be 5.25 times 4 inches. Okay, once again, layer 1 is 5.25 times 4 inches. Layer 2 is 5 inches times 3.75 inches. 5 inches times 3.75 inches. Layer 3 is going to be that foil, the gold foil, and it's going to be 5.25 times 1 inch high. And I'm going to write gold over here. And over here, we're going to just write Kintsugi Inspirations. It's called Specialty DSP, but we're not going to write the word specialty. Inspirations. Kintsugi Inspirations DSP. For layers 1 and 2. Okay, layers 1 and 2. And then our ink, because we're not taking out another piece of paper, it's going to be petal pink Secret C. All right, there's your card. Let's take a picture. Oh, you don't have to, I mean, you have to take a picture, but some of you that want this tutorial, you could take a picture and go ahead and make your cards. And once you make your cards, you don't no longer need the picture. You just copy your card. I hope that you can look at this card and you've been in my card club long enough to know that, like, when you see this picture and you see this card that you've already made and you want to make another one, you're like, oh, that's a 1/4 inch margin. Like, we've done that enough that you should be able to know that just from looking at that. All right, so now I will show you the rest of the cards that in the Card on Blue card club that we made this month. Okay, so we have made this card, and the embellishment was our dove. We used the Kintsugi Inspirations paper. Yesterday we made the Big Hugs for a Good Friend card. We used the Brush Breast butterflies, 3 of them. We did Sending Love, Big Hugs for a Good Friend, and we used the Deckled Circles dies that were in your kit, the Petal Pink cardstock, and some of the Misty Moonlight and White Ribbon. So that's what we did last night. Then the night before that, we used the Peaceful Garden Designer Series paper, and we made this nice sympathy card with the heartfelt prayers, and we used these nice hues of blue flowers that came in your kit. So that's what we made the night before. And the night before that, because we've done this 4 nights in a row now, we did another Peace on Earth card, because after all, this is all about, that's the name of the stamp set, right? We did the Secret C card base. Oh, this one was a cloud cover card base, by the way. Secret C card base, dove background paper, giant deckled circle, foiled glimmer paper. We used foil glimmer paper on that one as well. And yeah, some inking up the edges. There we go. So those are the cards we did in Card Club. So I hope you enjoyed this month's Card Club featuring the Peace on Earth. All right, let me say hi to you guys. All right, we have Karen, who's one of my supporters of the channel. Thank you so much. We have Nancy. Hello, Nancy from Texas. And Melissa from Texas. Wow, you guys know each other already. Look at that. 2 Texans at the same time coming on. Hello, Caroline from New York. And it's nice that... I hope I sent your... Yes, I did send it to the right address. Okay, I'm just thinking out loud. I hope you sent your card club to the right address. All right, so let's see what else. Caroline, thank you for being a YouTube channel supporter. You like Pretty Pink and Blushing Bride, Melissa? Blushing Bride is better than Pretty Pink for me, or Petal Pink. I do like Pretty and Pink way better than Petal Pink. Pretty and Pink is a nicer pink. It's actually a proper pink. That's a good one. All right. Hello, Sherry from Kentucky. Nice to see you. The Scrap Brat. I love it. I love your username. All right. All right. The Scrap Brat saying, we love you, Kim. I'm just wanting to know what your actual name is so I make sure I know who you are. Okay. Okay, the Scrap Bat's in my card club because she loved the ribbon this month. Okay. And I don't know your username. That's so bad. I should know this. Yes, thank you for mentioning the Black Friday. So the annual for Black Friday is, it's not $37 a month. It's you buy the whole annual. To get the annual, so the annual, Melissa, is the one that's you just pay by the year. So in other words, you're not subscribing to PayPal for $39 a month. That's still going on. That's not a special. That's just like, so normally, like, let me just write this down, right? Because you have a question about it. Where can we write something? Okay, we're going to put it on the back of this paper pumpkin sale coming up. All right, so normally, and this is still going on, you can subscribe to PayPal. So this is PayPal subscription. It's called PayPal subscribe. This is not on special, this part. The part where it's $39 a month. So you don't, right? You could just hit that button, MONTH. Okay, that's still the same. That's not going to change. But there's also an annual one, and I think it's going to be, it's $444, I believe, right? Oh, somebody do the math if I messed it up. And in that annual price, it's only $37 a month, but that's one perk. Okay? These are perks. I'm going to write all the perks. This is my Black Friday perks. Well, one of them's already a perk, but this was already an ongoing perk. But anyway, you get a $49 workshop kit. You're going to be able to get one starting in January. You pick any kit you want. You don't have to pick the January kit. You get a $39 bingo kit. If you can't come to this bingo, you can pick a different bingo kit. Okay? That's why I'm saying there's $140 worth of picks. You get your $12 take your pick tool. Your pick tool. So I don't know where I came up with the 130. This would be $2 a month would be $24. Okay, plus $49. So we're up to 40, that's 50, 63, 103, 104, 105. I don't know. I think there was one more thing. I can't remember what the thing is, but anyway, these are your perks for the Black Friday only. So you sign up for the annual subscription, which is just one time. Next year you'll be billed at the same time, but I'll remind you. So like, I don't know. Let's just say you do it now, or like November, billed next, you would be November 2026. But you can cancel before then, or I'll remind you, hey, it's coming up again. Do you want the next Black Friday special, like renewing and join again next annual? Or like, I'll let you do something next year. You're not just going to be left high and dry next year when it comes to Black Friday again. I might say, hey, do you want to renew your annual subscription? You're not just going to like accidentally get renewed next year, but you're signing up for the annual subscription. All right, so cool. All right, now okay, bingo. Here's our bingo kit and our bingo cards. Let's see. These are the bingo cards we're making for the event, and this is the QR code to sign up. Okay? And if you already signed up for bingo, you get a different bingo for free. I do bingo every quarter, at least every quarter, probably every couple months. So you'll get to different bingo kit, if you've already signed up for this one. So this is the one Peace on Earth card that we're going to make using the Traditions of Christmas Designer Series paper, specialty paper. You're going to get 6 sheets of that, even though you only need a couple sheets for the card. You're going to get the stick sheets, the die cuts, the envelope, the card, and the card insert, and one of your bingo cards. The next card is going to be your Peace on Earth, Peaceful Garden card, and you're going to get a bingo card, some die cuts, some glimmer paper, 6 sheets of the Peaceful Garden, a card, an envelope, yada, yada, yada. The whole 9 yards. Then this is the other one you're getting, because that's the second card we're making. Okay, then we're making the deepest, with deepest sympathy card, Botanical Textures DSP, Basic Beige. This card practically it practically made me cry. I don't know what it is about this card. It might be like, why would this make you cry? Because when I think of like sympathy cards, I think you shouldn't try to like make it all about you. Like, oh, look at this beautiful card I made you. Look at like the shiny and the glimmer. And I thought, this is just beautiful because it's beautiful in its simplicity, that you're not trying to like give someone flashy colors. You're like, I'm grieving with you. It's black and it's gray and it's tan and it's like, I'm grieving with you, right? But it's still really pretty. So it shows you made some effort. So that's why that card kind of really speaks to me. So anyway, that's the sympathy card we're making. And then we're still making the Happy Peace on Earth cards and all that stuff. Okay, so this is your kit. Now you're going to use the same 3 bingo cards for all the 4 games. My husband calls out the bingo, and you have a chance in every single game. We don't do shabby prizes. You get a bundle, stamp set and dies, like if you win bingo. And more than one person sometimes wins bingo. So that's what's really cool. And then your door prizes throughout that you have to be present to win the door prizes. Thank you. Embellishment share, thank you. Thank you so much, Caroline. I was like, this is not, the math isn't mathing. Oh my goodness. Caroline, I appreciate you. Okay. You're going to get a free $16 embellishment share. Okay. I already have these made, well, for the most part. This is from the mini catalog. Okay. Now should we get to 140? All right. Let's try it. I'm just going to do it by, I'm going to do it by, okay, 90. Okay. And then 40, 90, 40, and 12. And then we'll take off a couple. So there's 40. And there's 90, 100. There we go. There's the 140. All right. Thank you, Caroline. I was like, this isn't mathing. I knew I wrote 140 on my paper. All right. So that's a great deal for Black Friday. All right. Cool. Okay. Thank you. With all the freebies, it's like $28.67 a month instead of, yes. Thank you. And you're going to use everything that you get. I don't give away like shabby things. It's like, who doesn't need a take your pick tool? Well, if you actually say, I don't need a take your pick tool, that's okay. Then you just get something off my prize list. I mean, this isn't my prize list, but this is, hey, Darda, if you're watching, I finally found your paper that I forgot to put inside your package. All right. Like, for example, this is just an example. I'm selling these tonight, but like, if this was in my prize box and you're like, oh, I don't want the take your pick tool. Can I just pick something out of your prize box? And that, you know, something like that. You could pick a stamp set or something, ephemera. So you're like, oh, I don't want the embellishment share this time because I just got it from you a couple months ago. Can I get the embellishment share for the January catalog instead? Okay, I don't know what the price is yet, but sure, why not? I'm going to do an embellishment share for the January catalog as well. And I'm going to do a DSP share. I'm just probably not doing the ephemera share again. Because ephemera shares, they were like, well, I might do an ephemera share. Never say never. They were kind of hard to split apart. I didn't calculate correctly. These are so much easier to share. I'm not doing a ribbon shares. That's the one I'm not doing, the ribbon share. All right, where was I? I think that was it. I'm kind of done. All right, so hopefully see you guys later on. And I appreciate you all coming. Did we ever figure out the name of that stamp set that's next month? My researchers. All right, let's see. Oh, it's Tracy? I didn't know you were the scrap brat. Tracy will be at my whatnot sale later. She's always getting awesome deals. She got like Parakeet Party cardstock for like $9. So it was awesome. Oh, good. I'm glad I sent it to Ray address. When you said New York, I was like, New York, New York. And then I was like, oh, yeah, you have like, no, what it is I think you had like a box and another address or something. It wasn't that you had like 2 different addresses. They were still the same. But like Stampin' Up has like 2 down for you. One that where you get your like catalog at or something. We have things that are called mailing addresses and shipping addresses. All right, so yeah, I do a lot of giveaways. That was Janet. Hi, Janet. Nice to see you. She says, I do a lot of giveaways during my bingo. I sure do. And sometimes I make up prizes. Like Janet won a prize one time that she didn't even know she was in a contest. She was at one of my team meetings, and I'm like, you won the prize for being most festive. Because she wore like this really cute like little headband or like flashing necklace or something. And I was like, you won a prize. So I make up prizes, like even if it's not, like I just sometimes make up extra prizes. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, they can't ship to P.O. boxes. Right. So that's what it was. That's the reason I got a little messed up with that. But I'm glad you got your card club. Whew. All right. Well, I'm all ready for my auction. I'm just going to get like, some water and a little bit of things. But what I do during the auction, so you're like, I can't shop. You're just like, I can't shop. I have no money. Don't want to shop. I give away free giveaways. So even if you just want to hang out, like I'm giving away different giveaways. So I give away all this like ephemera. So this is one of them. So somebody can win this tonight just for being there. And I do half a package because of the shipping. I do like, this is a package. I'll do like half a package of birthday treats ephemera. So like, that's the kind of stuff just by sitting in the shows. I give away half a package of this one. You get to pick. So, and I have this, this one's a hot mess, but somebody might win this one. This little hot mess of ephemera. So you can just win just by being at the auction. All right. Catch you guys later. This is the Paper Chef. Have a great evening. And happy Thanksgiving if I don't see you, but I'm sure I'll see you. I'm sure I'll be back many more times before then. Bye.